But, you got to ask yourself, at what point do I need to learn my lesson? I have a number of situations in my past, things like being taken advantage of in a working environment. I had a job where the boss was abusing labor laws. He was making me do things that were not lawful in order to save some money that he should have been paying me. And I probably lost a lot of money because of this crap. So I am now much more wary of being taken advantage of by my employer. And I had another job where they fired me because I asked for time off. They didn't want to give it to me. I followed all of their requirements for this time off. They didn't want to give it to me, and they decided that they were going to either threaten to fire me if I still tried to take the time off, or they were just going to flat fire me. I decided to leave that company. But now I'm much more wary about a company that is not going to give me the time off I request because they made poor hiring decisions. I've had a company that let me go even though I was one of their better workers because they didn't want to find a place for me. So I'm now much more wary about a company that does not value my contribution to the company. These are just things I have learned over time. I have learned to be wary about, wow, the breviaries are fast. I've learned to be wary about, medical credit cards. Because when I was younger, I had a pet that was in a bad way medically. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. I don't want to deal with either one of these, so we're just gonna go ahead and hop over here. But I had a pet that was in a bad way medically, and I couldn't afford to pay for the vet bill. And there are times when people can take advantage of you, and emotional distress is always going to be one of them. Usually you should not go to a doctor in a bad situation, like a, surgery, something like that. You should not go to a doctor alone. Someone with a clear head should be with you. Absolutely, when you're at a funeral home, you should never go to a funeral home alone. You should always have a friend with you, because these people can take advantage of you because you're emotionally unstable. So I had a pet who was gonna die unless I had the vet take care of them, but I didn't have the money to pay for this, this work. So the vet's like, okay, it's fine. We'll just sign you up for this medical credit card and you can pay it off over time. And while that sounded good at the time, it got me in trouble. I didn't have the money to pay for it. And I didn't have the money to pay for it now. I didn't have the money to pay for it later. So over time, I ended up having to pay for this. And I was still paying for that after the pet died from unrelated causes a year or two later. And this screwed up my credit really bad for like 7 years. So nowadays, I am much more wary about signing up for credit cards, about, offers given when I'm in an emotional state, because once burned, twice shy. It's not that I won't accept, I'm just wary about it, and I'll go and I'll read the conditions. So, at the end of the day, the whole point on this whole... Go away, Tyrogue. The whole point about this, this whole conversation, this entire, entire rant, is that if you're sitting here saying you are, gullible, and you are easy to take advantage of, and that you haven't learned your lesson yet, that doesn't tell me there's something wrong with you. It tells me you haven't had a situation that was intense enough to teach you the lesson that you should have learned. You will. And my hope is that it's not too dear of a lesson. Like, it has to be big enough to get your attention. I'm hoping it's not big enough to cause you any true anguish, because that's where things get really bad. But, having said that, try to learn. The hope that a lot of people have when they try to impart wisdom or impart knowledge, the hope is that the person who knows something had to learn a lesson that we don't want you to have to learn, so we're going to try to teach you some other way. Favorite places are unsanitary ones. If you leave trash lying around, you could even find one of these Pokemon living in your room. Oof. You know, it's the whole thing, you know. Your parent tells you, do not touch the stove, it's hot, and you'll get hurt. And it's very common that the child does not listen, right? It's the old parenting joke. Mom says, don't touch the stove, it's hot, I don't want you to get hurt. Dad says, let them learn this lesson. Mom knows what it's like to be hurt. She doesn't want you to get hurt. She wants you to take the lesson from her. Dad in the situation, hey Jack. Dad in this situation feels that this lesson is best learned personally to cement it in your mind. Both don't touch hot surface, and also you should have listened to mom and dad. Now, which way of parenting is better, I couldn't tell you. I don't actually know. But you learn the lesson somehow. Either you learn the lesson by, by personal pain or personal anguish that cements the lesson in your head, or someone else who knows that lesson and knows it well is able to impart it upon you in such a way that you learn. You'll learn somehow. Can I get this freaking cherry thing already? This is driving me nuts. Okay, it's 7 o'clock. We're gonna go see what else we can do because I am tired of catching shit. We're gonna take a break from catching and we're gonna go see. We're gonna go back to Motostoke over here, and we're gonna go see if there's something to do in the gym. Wait, let's actually. Did I finish the game? Yes, finished the game last night. Okay, let's see. So there were some places that wanted me to be champion before I could do anything else. So let's see if we can find those places. There's something back there. Look, this shit happens to people. And the thing is, like, awkwardness and shame, you know, they have a place in the human psyche. Oh, this is the uniform shop. Okay. You know what? Let's start buying shit. But, like, awkwardness and shame have a place in the human psyche. It's learning experiences. I learned that somewhat recently. I mean, it's been a couple years, but I learned this. We feel awkward in social situations because it is a tool that our brain uses to teach us to not do something again. You know? So if you're in a situation socially and it's an awkward situation and you're like, man, I don't know what to do here. Like, this is awkward. That is your brain trying to associate a negative experience with what you're doing to teach you, do not do this shit again. You know, do not walk up to an attractive person with your finger up your nose. They're going to give you a weird look. It's going to be awkward. And hey, you're not going to do that again because all of a sudden you realize that I just lost my chance with this attractive and interesting person because I did something stupid. You learn. You move on. It's recognizing those moments. Oh, you know what? I know. The guy down here wanted me to be champion. Let's go talk to this guy down here. I remember this. There's learning moments all around. It's a matter of doing that. And it's, you know, it's not a good thing to laugh at someone who is having a learning moment. Champion, do you want to teach your Pokemon the marvelous move Steel Beam? The crap is Steel Beam? Fires a beam of steel that is collected from its entire body. This also damages the user. Oh, okay. I'm not interested in that. Thank you, though. So that's all you are? You're just a move tutor that would only talk to me if I was champion? I had a lot of teachers who, over the years, who saw me as, you know, a socially awkward youth that kind of had some trouble in school, and a lot of teachers did not laugh at me or give up on me. Yeah, it's probably one for each move type. I know where the one for dragon is. But they didn't laugh at me or give up at me. They looked for ways to kind of, you know, to make me better. One, by taking me under their wing, among other things. So there's stuff like that. I quit my job so I could watch the gym challenge. Yeah, about that. Oh, hey. I didn't know we could go upstairs in this hotel. That's a Dynamax band. Having Pokemon turn gigantic is intense. Yes, it is. But those are the teachers that made me want to become a teacher. And while that dream has not happened, Leon's the best, and Charizard pose is the best too. Yeah. The Grand Mind doesn't know what he's talking about. When it comes out to the Charizard pose, there's no way Leon could ever outshine me. Well, here, let's do the Charizard pose. Ready? Bam. Okay, your turn. Oh. Well, screw you then. But, you know, it's one of those things. And looking, and I after that, kind of being trained as a manager, makes me look for opportunities, both in myself and in others. Oh, hey, it's Marnie. Try to teach it to smile. Back to the semifinals. So when people were out there cheering for me and being really happy, I want to give them a proper smile. Hi, Marnie. This is embarrassing. Marnie. Aw. That was cute. She's still in here? Oh, well, she's gone. Wonder where she went. Noticed something shining on the ground while I was wandering in the wild area, and so I went to investigate. Guess what I found? Star pieces. Oh, neat. Thank you. Personally, I think that one of the things that has to be taught, and I think this is something that's not taught very well to a lot of people, but something that needs to be taught is the willingness to learn. And it's not taught very much. It's not just the willingness to learn. It's the willingness to it's a willingness to learn, but also it's the skill to look for learning opportunities. And I think that's something that yeah. This kid just invaded my house. Let's give him an item. Okay, so what's going on here? So this place is empty now. Okay. Can I do anything here? Few enough people ever challenge Leader Kabu, and even if you manage to defeat him. Okay. So I can't really do anything here. Okay, so we know we saw Marnie again. Let me look at my map. Oh, well, let's save. And let's look at our map. So where do I want to go? You know, let's try hyper training. Battle Tower. Wait, excuse me? Oh, what's this? Rare candy. Neat. So this was Chairman Rose's tower. But Chairman Rose turned himself in and is presumably in jail now. Because he did stupid bullshit that was stupid. So What's going on here? Why is there just a type null? Get battle and silly raise my rank. Okay. What's up? Electric memory on. This helps save on the electric bill. This doesn't really work until type null evolves. Oh, Champion 9, probably without saying at this point, congratulations on your victory. To commemorate your achievements, I present you with this rare Pokemon, type null. Okay. Rumor has it that the theft of this top secret research notes led to a new instance of this Pokemon being created in the Galar region. Okay. Sure. Ah, and these two. Okay, and you're going to give me all the memories? Yeah. This happens in a lot of the Pokemon games. Once type null evolves, its type will change based on the memory that it holds. Okay, well, that happened. This is the BP shop. Wait, what the shit? Oh, I've heard about this. So this allows you to change what, that allows you to change what nature your Pokemon has. Okay, and this allows you to get some items. Okay. I did get the Charmander, yes. Battle Tower, okay. I'm not really going to bother with the Battle Tower right now. What is this? Ranked battles that you complete with Pokemon trainers all over the world. Neat. Rental teams, okay. You become the champion, then I can now have your level 100 Pokemon undergo hyper training. But only if I have bottle caps or gold bottle caps. Okay. What can I buy here? Oh, shit. You've got even more TMs. Okay. Leon, he transformed Rose Tower into the Battle Tower when he became its owner. He's no longer the champion, but he really wants to make everyone strong. Ooh, hey, Leon owns this place now. It's nerve-wracking to battle against trainers all over the world. That's why you should learn every possible way to battle at the Battle Tower. So can I go places? No? All right. That was a thing. Okay, so that's there. That is actually one of the things I was looking for. Was that end game content. Look, as I said, as I was like leading into, the big thing is to look for growth experiences, look for opportunities. And that's one of the first things is, you know, when you think of this sort of thing, you don't think of it as a negative thing. And, you know, a lot of that is, you know, it's corporate speak. It's, you know, man, we don't have, you know, we don't have failures. We have opportunities. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. But it's more how you think about it. And so the thought is, you know, how do you take a mistake that you make or, you know, a personal weakness provided by Macrocosmos to come watch the matches, okay? Interesting. But how do you take a mistake you make or a personal weakness that you have and turn that into a positive thing? So most of these people don't have anything new to say to me. But how do you make it into a positive thing? And that's where it really becomes, you know, an opportunity as opposed to, you know, a negative experience. And that's the big thing. It's, you know, it's looking for those opportunities. And it's also looking for learning experiences. It's, you know, what can I take of this? So not only is it, can I identify when I have an opportunity, you know, when I have a thing where I could do better in, and everybody does. But also it's going, you know what? This thing I'm experiencing right now, you know, it's kind of a weird thing, but this could be a learning experience. I can use this to better myself or use this to do a thing. I'm going to go over here to the gym and just see, like... Because I'm a little bit confused. Normally, I'm used to bigger end games in the past couple of Pokemon generations. Like, an end game storyline or just more things going on. And I keep on seeing these kind of outlying things, like that battle tower just now. Or the Charmander. But I feel like I'm missing something. I'm speechless. That was just amazing. That's the best match I've ever seen. You got anything more to say to me? Pokeball monster. Okay, what do you have to say? The great champion Nye. I was the first to see you had the potential to become champion. Maybe I can become a trainer someday, since I'm so good at discovering talent. I'm just joking. Seriously though, congratulations. I'm happy for you. I still think it's really fantastic that her, whatever it is, the nerd bug that she had eventually evolves. That's kind of cool. Challenger Nile, remember your name from now on. I always loved how decisive your party is. I know, the 2 Pokemon I carry. The unbeatable champion was defeated and a new champion was born. We got to witness history being made. Excuse me, could I get a handshake? Of course. Hell yes, you can. Yep, that's a handshake. That is. Welcome, Champion Nye. The tournaments here are always open to you, of course. Give one a try. Okay, so I can actually come here for tournaments. Okay. Do I know the twins with the sword hairdo and the shield hairdo? No. I'm the champion. Am I not authorized to walk into there? What the shit, bro? Do I play Smogon? No. Okay, I apparently have to go finding that. There's places there's places I can go. You know what? Let's speaking of places I can go. Let's go here. Well, you know, if you think about like specifically thinking about like speed running is a really good example, right? Excuse me. Okay. So I remember there was... So first of all, let's go find the Game Freak room. Because there was like an officer next to the Game Freak room, which I think it was this room? Yeah. You asked me to come back when I was champion. I become champion. That's something worth writing home about. The name's Morimoto. I've been waiting for a strong trainer like you to come find me. I've got faith in your own skill. Care to join me in a match? No. Yes, I like Pokemon. Okay, hold on. Have I gotten Rotom? Yes, I did catch a Rotom. Okay, let me arrange stuff a little bit. Okay, that's number 314. When I fight him, I need to actually pull out Pokemon I can actually fight with. The only reason I'm not fighting him yet is I don't actually have a team on me right now that I can fight him with. So I'll fight him in a second once I actually pull out, like, one other Pokemon. Okay, that doesn't belong here. That's number 70. Well, this is interesting. Oh, right there. Cool. Hey, Garbodor went exactly where it was supposed to. That's convenient. That's number 381. Okay. So we did that. Where's my Pokemon that belongs there? I gotta go find out where that is. 373. No. That's 373. No, it isn't. That's 373. I can count. Okay. Oh yeah, I know I can hatch other stuff. I just need to get around to doing it. Pokemon Refresh is a feature of Pokemon XY, among other Pokemon games, where you get to like clean your Pokemon off, and it increases the Pokemon's Wonder Girl, that's extremely generous. Thank you so much. I appreciate that more than you know. Did they nerf Hydro Pump? I don't think so. It's still very powerful. Where? Hold on. That's where that belongs. Okay. Just gotta get an idea of what I still have to go hunt down. Okay, where's Sobel? There's Sobel. I'm going to swap Sobel out for Capparaja. I don't actually know if Capparaja evolves again. I don't think it does now, because I've had it for a while. 2, 3, 4. Okay, no, it doesn't. Okay, I've had that in my party for forever. There is a new Hydro Cannon, which I believe has 120. But you miss out on your next turn. Yeah, so there is, in Pokemon Camp, there's this feature where you can take out a toy and, like, shake it and, like, play with your, Pokemon. I forget, how do I... So doing, like playing with them, changing toys, throwing balls and stuff like that. So doing stuff like that, this will increase their, how much they like you. And then also, cooking increases how much they like you. Okay, let's switch Corviknight to the lead, and now I will fight him. Morimoto's got more than enough to motor right over you. Okay. But yeah, like, it's if I look at speed running, so let's just say, you know, my oh, it's a 2-on-2 match. Okay. Interesting. Okay, Corviknight, X attack, Cursola. That's not a Corsola, that's Cursola. That's not Galarian. Because the name doesn't change when it's Galarian. That's not Corsola, that is Cursola. And I don't think Corsola had an evolution. So this is a completely new Pokemon. Yeah, it's a Galarian evolution. Like, it's a Galarian form evolution. Which is interesting. Okay, Corviknight's gonna boost up again. I'm just gonna have you heal yourself, because I still want to see what this guy actually is doing. But yeah, so if I look at, like, the speed run, I could, you know, I could go and just be like, oh, well, you know, I fucked up, and because I fucked up, like, I'm just terrible. I'm never gonna do better. I'm bad at this game. You know, I could just have that extremely negative response to what I'm doing. Or I could go, you know what, this is a... shit. I was worried about that. So I could say that, or alternatively, I could go, you know what? This is a learning experience. I can learn such and such a lesson from what happened today. And with that lesson, I will, be better next time. So I could have that learning experience. I don't see a good reason to not have that learning experience. It's hard to think about, especially if you're embarrassed about, like, what happened. And you're like, man, it's really hard for me to, you know, to acknowledge, you know, this and to, you know, and to really learn from this because, man, I'm really embarrassed about what happened. You know, I want to blot it out from my memory. But the way you can get better is you have that learning experience and you go, man, I am going to learn from this. This is a thing that happened, and I'm going to do better next time because this happened. You know, this thing happened to me, and it was a terrible thing. So what I know is that next time, if I do this in a slightly different way, I will not get the same result. I'll get the result I'm looking for. And I don't see a good reason, just as a general rule, onto why not to look for that sort of thing. You know, why not look for the learning experience? Why not, you know, when you have these situations, why not, you know, figure out what to do from there? Is that just pure? Is that pure dragon? Dragon Ghost? Well, that's a thing. Okay, this is what you're gonna do. You're an X Special Inteleon. And you're going to snipe shot the Cursola. Cool. Yeah, I didn't shoot the Dragon Ghost, I shot Cursola. It's OP. The last time I saw that Dragon Ghost, I one-shot it, so I will take that with a grain of salt. My thoughts on OP are a little bit different than yours probably are. Well, this guy's definitely harder than the Dragon Gym. Oh, wait. He did a thing. What's he... Uh-oh. Oh, dear. Oh, no. But yeah, this guy is significantly later than the Dragon Gym. He should be. It's the fastest Pokemon in the game. Uh-oh. Thank you for attacking, Corviknight. I greatly appreciate you. That made my life easier. Wonder Girl, that biggest tank ever got half-healthed by a non-Dynamax, and it's about to be killed. I do not fear me a Snorlax. That Snorlax fears me. Get wrecked, nerd. I'm lower level than that is. That was level 65. My Inteleon is 64. It's not because leveling. It's entirely because X special. By the way, that Dragapult's gone. Bye, Dragapult. Nice knowing you. Yeah, X items are bullshit. They are so broken. Okay, that's it. Thanks, Morimoto. Was it, wait, was it Morimoto? Yeah, Morimoto. Okay. And so we proved that the strongest and most amazing of all is actually me. No, really! I think we knew this. I don't think this is news. You're really strong, I should have known. Since you managed to trounce me, I guess you earned yourself a reward. Obtained an oval charm. Okay, that's really useful. Let's have ourselves a rematch someday. Oh, cool. You get to match them once per day. Nice. Okay. That was kind of cool. Anything else going on here? What does the oval charm do? It makes it more likely that a, it makes it more likely that Pokemon at the nursery will have an egg. Typically, when I do Pokemon games, I usually get the oval charm late, because, usually you get the oval charm, once you have completed the standard Pokedex, and usually I accidentally get the Pokecharm, like, after I've already done, like, 80% of the National Dex. So, this is useful because I haven't actually started to breed Pokemon yet. So, this makes my life, considerably easier.